All right, welcome back. Today we're doing a deep dive on this really fascinating visual framework called the vision of integrated duality.
Hmm.
It's basically a roadmap for handling a paradox that I think we all deal with. You know, that feeling that everyone is completely unique, but also fundamentally the same.
Right. And they seem to contradict each other.
Exactly. So our mission today is to figure out how to stop choosing one over the other and integrate them into what this source calls the Buddha's eye.
Yeah, and it sounds so lofty, the Buddha's eye,
Mhm.
but it's actually incredibly practical when you break it down.
It is. The source material sets up this tension between two ways of seeing.
And we almost always get stuck in just one.
Okay, so on one side of the chart, you have this idea, sabitsukum, the sense of differentiation.
Right.
And this is the view that feels like high-definition realism. You look at a crowd and you see all the disparities, the status, ability, intelligence.
It's a refusal to just pretend everyone is on a level playing field, which, can sound a little harsh to modern ears. We love saying everyone is equal.
We do.
Right.
But the source argues that this differentiation is actually critical. It says spiritual practice reveals, well, vast disparities in people's development.
It's necessary.
It really is. Think about it like a hospital triage.
That's a great analogy.
If a doctor just walked in and said all patients are equal and treated a heart attack patient exactly the same as someone with a stubbed toe.
They'd be a terrible doctor. To actually help, you have to recognize the differentiation. You have to see that this person is in critical condition and that one isn't.
Exactly. You need that distinction to lead or to teach or to heal. You can't just use a one-size-fits-all approach.
But there's a trap there.
There is. If you stay locked in that mode, just judging everyone by their rank or their triage status, you become a machine. Cynical, which is why the diagram just snaps us to the complete opposite side. But you do come.
The sense of equality. This is the counterbalance. So despite all those massive differences we just talked about, this view asserts a universal oneness.
That every single being has an integrated, equal life value.
Yeah.
And what I really loved here is that the source explicitly broadens this out. It's not just humans.
No, it includes animals, plants. It describes all of them as shining, struggling lives.
That phrase, struggling lives, that's really the key, isn't it?
It is. It's not saying we have equality of ability or outcome. It's the equality of the grind.
Oh, I like that, the equality of the grind.
Yeah. The fact that, a stray cat fighting for a meal is trying just as hard to exist as a CEO closing a major deal. The sacredness is in that drive to live.
So, okay,
Yeah.
we have these two contradictory inputs. Sabitsukan says, look, we're all different. There's a hierarchy.
And Bidukan says, no, we're all the same. Look at the sacred struggle.
And my brain immediately wants to reject one. They don't feel
Yeah.
like they can coexist.
No, that's actually the entire point, that mental friction is where the aha moment is.
So it's not about picking the nice view over the critical one.
Not at all. The Buddha's eye, or Butskin, is the synthesis. It's defined right there as integrated duality.
It's the mental gymnastics of holding both truths at the same time. You have to look at someone and see that, yeah, maybe they are acting terribly. That's the differentiation.
But simultaneously see that their very existence is sacred.
And that takes real effort. It's not passive.
No, because if you only have the sense of equality, you become naive. You might ignore real dangers because, hey, we're all one.
Right. And if you only have the sense of differentiation, you become cold. You just write people off.
You lose your humanity.
So the Buddha's eye is basically, it's like X-ray vision. You can see the broken leg, the specific issue that needs fixing.
You also see the person inside the cast. The source calls this a vision of compassion and hope.
And compassion really requires both, doesn't it?
It has to. You need the realism of differentiation to know how to help. And you need the warmth of equality to want to help in the first place.
So you end up seeing the reality of suffering, which comes from all those differences. But at the same time, you're seeing the beautiful, hopeful existence underneath it all.
It creates a much richer, a much more complex way of navigating the world. You stop flattening people.
You stop putting them into simple boxes of good or bad. The only way to see reality is to accept that the messiness and the miracle are happening at the very same time.
It's a powerful framework.
It is. So we'll leave you with this to maybe chew on. The next time you encounter a difficult person, try looking at them through this Buddha's eye.
See both sides.
Yeah. If you force yourself to see their specific flaws and their sacred struggle at the same time, how does that change the way you react to them? Thanks for listening to The Deep Dive.